Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good time zone. Wherever you are, I hope you're having a wonderful time. So we're back in front mission. We just did a little bit of this last night. But that wasn't story, that was just me goofing off in the simulators for most of the evening. It was very fun though. And we've managed to rebuild our money, so that was good. But I'm just waking up. Got a cup of coffee in hand. I actually did have one cup while I was over in Hysteric Moon's channel watching them play a retro game. It's weird. Weird game. It's one that I didn't get a chance to play. But I was over there waking up and trying to work on the Discord. Let me put up the invite for anybody. I'll try to remember that throughout the episode. Hello, Nam. Good morning. Well, good afternoon to you, friend. We've got quite a distance between us for our time zones, but late afternoon for you, I do believe. Irregardless, welcome in. Yeah, hit saves coffee emote. I love that one. We're just getting set up, basically. It was a slow wake up. It was a long truck night. The truck was bigger than anticipated. We got through it in time. It wasn't bad, I guess, in that sense, but we had to kind of work at breakneck speeds. So I feel a little rusty this morning. So don't mind me if I'm sitting here for an extra minute or two. I've got to have my coffee. Are we going to be starting off with some sim battles? Yes. Even though we did grind last night, that was due to the fact that I couldn't run a multiplayer. Well, I could have, but I was concerned that if I was in a multiplayer, I'd have to bail if the truck showed up. We'll still do our traditional battle run here in a minute. Maybe I'll even do Fukushima. I'm still trying to get to a point where I can beat that without losing anyone. Oh, and I don't know if anyone clipped it, but last night, I'll do the clip for it, but last night, I gotta get some water too, it seems. Last night, we destroyed a mech with a pistol. Hold on, just one moment. It seems, I think there's somebody at my door. I'll be back in just a second. Apologies about that. There was a knock at my door and it was rather loud, so it was a very, what would you call it? It wasn't like a subtle knock, like it was a pound at the door, so I was concerned it was an emergency or something, but it was somebody who had the wrong address. I don't know what that was all about. Things that can happen while you're streaming, I suppose. Luckily, we weren't in the story or anything. That worked out. Let me give... there we go. How is Puzzle Agent going, Inquisitor Nem? See, the first time I ever saw that game, I watched it in Keisher's room. It wasn't too long after I met Keisher, actually, I don't think. Okay, let me switch over the scenes after our little interruption there. We'll load up a battle so that I can actually wake up and get things ready. Where did my... oh. Yeah, currently we're stuck in the Wulong supply base. But we will move on after we get a battle done. I actually left it in the Wulong so that I could load into that, because I love that animation. It's a very good animation. You know what? I'm too tired for Fukushima. I'm just going to go and wreck them in Tal Base today. Thank you, it's going well. Plan on continue it tomorrow. Oh, what time are you going to be on tomorrow, Nam? You are more than welcome to post that. Speaking of that, I did have an announcement to make, but I got interrupted by somebody at the door. In the Discord, I believe I fixed the bot, so it should self-promote now correctly. If not, Nem, be sure to update us there in the self-promotion section when you go live. You can still do that anyway. That's why I made the self-promotion so anyone could post whatever they need there. Oh, she's in the test bot. Okay. I knew somebody was testing. I couldn't remember who, though. That's right, and Ryogo's been using that, and she's actually using the flamethrower. Haha. Alright. I knew I had something interesting that I was doing, I just couldn't remember what it was. Anti-impact, fire... No. Anti-impact... anti-penetration, anti-penetration. Should work that way. It'll be an early stream. Oh yeah, it'll probably be early in the morning, I'm sure, with our difference in hours. Well, I'm looking forward to that, Nem. If anyone wants to join us, please be sure to go and give Inquisitor Nem a follow. I can't wait, you need to get a Zephyra cam. But I tell that to everybody who has pets. I'm like, give me the pet cam, please. I don't have cats here at the house. It's the only way I get to experience them. Ooh, good, the forest's gonna get to smash right off the bat. No, don't knock me out of my machine, I forgot you had a gun. Yay, I took its missile launcher. Although, the forest's not doing what it's supposed to do, so it's a little frustrating. Neither is this one. Well, okay, there we go. Pilot damage 2 triggered. Can I get another one? I'm trying to get a bunch of those gathered up. As you can see, it does a hefty amount of damage to the pilot. If I could get that to chain all the way out, I'd probably be able to steal every Lancer on the board. Avanza. Should I go and flamethrow this? Yes, actually we should, because we're trying to get her some XP on it. And that should take all of its parts. Oh yeah, look at them all popping off. Oh jeez. Probably only needed 7 AP for that. That will be very good XP for this. Yes, it was. And it went. You can shoot at me if you want. I'm going to shield it. Oh no, an enemy punch bot coming after me. What should I ever do? I'll shield. I'm really tempted to just shoot at it, but then it would knock the rocket launcher off. Let's just do this. So far, I've had a lot of fun with Bazooki's machine here. It's quite an interesting build. Uh-oh, I don't think they can get out of the way. She's probably going to have a thing lobbed on top of her. You know what? I'll just, nah. I'm just going to go ahead and attack again. Oh, if this thing could get eject pilot, I'd be so happy, but it never works. I have to look into that. It might be a different weapon that I'm not using correctly. Froggy. Oh, it didn't trigger it. I'm just gonna flamethrower it again, why not? Oh, I didn't know Panic Shot worked on flamers. Well, that's good to know. Some of the skills have weird criteria in this game, so that was interesting to see. And it's confused as well as on fire. Let's see. I don't need to worry about that one. I might as well drop on that. It's only one. I think I destroyed something actually in that. I'll counter with a fist this time. Trying to get more attacks in per turn. It didn't trigger anything else though. Just the shield, that's all I have the points for. That's fine, we'll just use that. Hello. Hello, Ivory. Welcome in, friend. I hope your morning is going well. Thank you for the lurk. Ow. Too many punch bots, too many. Well, this one's giving them a time. Maybe I'll move them here. Let me see something. I think it's blocked. Oh, it is. But I need them to get out of the way. Oh, I know. I'll just do a straight down the line. Thank you for getting that shout out, man. Oh, I've really got to get that pilot damage to trigger better. Oh no, I can't drop it there. Oh. I'll drop it behind him. Oh, I just took out that mech all the way. Nothing left of it. I think she'll have enough AP to get over here and damage the punch bot. Yes. The more she uses this, the better she'll get, and then maybe I'll equip one to her as well. I've been having a lot of fun with this. Can we take it out in one hit, or will I get taken out? Oh, that was close. I got taken out. Sadly, it was a risk. Those test bots are not doing well. The forest, not a very good machine. Oh well, it's dead after that. Yep, they got very lucky today with lots of body hits. Almost took this one out again with a body hit. I'll switch over to the shotgun because we're losing, actually. Or, well, we're not losing, but close enough. Hello, Shino. Welcome in, friend. How is your morning going? Bonjour. Ow. The test models are not built well. Okay, I can't go over there and use the full effect of the... I'm just going to do this. I am having a lot of fun with the flamers. Fruity used to use these all the time in their playthrough. Now they both surrendered. Oh well, at least this got me woke up. I'd rather fail in this mission than the other. Let's see if I could take both of them out. Nah, they just both surrendered. You saw there'll be a remake of Front Mission. Indeed. It was Nintendo Direct, and I put it up in the Discord for people to see. Let me see if I can't find... Oh, I'm going to put this up for everybody because I'm super, super excited. Here you go. Yeah, the link I posted is a link to the release video, so if you want to see that, Nem just put up the Discord. Everybody's welcome to go there as well. We've been keeping up with it there in the Discord. But I'm very excited for that, Ashino. I'm glad that you got to see the information about it. Trust me, friend, it will definitely get played in our channel. I will probably end up setting aside the whole week when it comes out, when it's launched. Did we need anything in the shop? Not at the moment. I just need to remember to switch the Vansers back around. That wouldn't be good, because these machines are not good. You just saw they're only for training purposes. They don't actually work very well. Just earning some XP exchange with... oh, Slugbot goes to who? Miho. Yeah. Okay, I believe we've got our standard layout. And I believe we're okay with everything else, so we're good to go out and leave. I think we're leaving Wuhan base after this. Oh, I didn't know that we were actually... I actually forgot that we get to do this too. Good, good. So we might actually be able to buy some new parts. Ah, let's see what the bar has. Thanks, Nem. Whenever we go to a bar, we shout out Angry Barman. Yeah, where's Angry at? Angry would love to see that we're in a bar right now, right? We do... Ah, there. I always like their symbol. Let's talk to the farmer. I heard the rebels took a hit this time. They say they're on our side, but they destroyed our land. We spend years tilling the soil. I want them to go away. Do you say anything else? Nope. Oh geez, look, Angry Man. Angry's in... Wait, is that Angry? Do we have Angry in the room? The rebels shouldn't fight a war they can't win. I'm glad they're losing now. Okay. Gold Digger. I want to marry a soldier, not just a Cheng Li army soldier, someone from Special Forces. That's interesting. I actually thought there'd be more here. It's just these three to talk to. Okay, so there's nobody in our story yet. Hello, Senbees. How are you doing, friend? I hope your morning's going well. We're just gearing up before we leave Wuhan. DHZ military uses Shanghai Stills weapons for the most part. You can see the latest weapons on the website. So we got a website. Yay! This is why you always talk to everybody. You get websites that way. Ooh. Oh no, we're probably not going to have enough money for everyone. That said, there are upgrades here. So, Let's look at weapons first. Upgrades tend to be more important than upgrade or weapons, but I always just like to see what the new weapons look like. Okay, for the most part, we have all the weapons. I think the M12 Fist was the only new one. I have that. Did I get a new computer? I think the medium computer is unlocked at this point. I don't need those. And nope, backpacks. No backpacks. What about parts? Did we get any body parts? There's still a few I'm looking for. Ooh, the Getty. That's new. Let me look at my... I have a note for this. I need to find... What did the Getty do? I could put this up too, by the way. It's a list that Fruity found for me. Here you go. I'm gonna put this in chat. There you go. That's the one I've been using to figure out some of the new skills and stuff. I know some of them off bat, but not all of them. There's a whole bunch of skills that I've never used before, even in all the years I've played this game. So I've been trying to use new skills that I'm not used to. Oh, this thing has some really interesting skills. Do you think we should build one of these for testing? Ah. Well, the arms are worth getting. Okay, I think I might buy some of these just to see what's going on. For science, indeed. So, I don't remember the Getty from Emma's playthrough. I remember it here, so hold on. Okay, there we go. You have to make a machine sometimes to edit it from the parts. I should be able to buy the parts directly from here. Aha, there we go. Buy and equip. And let's see what we can make. Oh! Yep, I do remember this. In Emma's, you don't get it for a real long time. It's the spider legs. Yep, I remember this one. I'm just gonna leave it alone. We'll probably skill up with it because it has a really interesting skill on the arms. Very neat. I like that. I don't want to spend a whole lot of money though because we have so many upgrades to do for storyline, but we'll play with that in a bit. It'd be really neat if I could get, I don't think their arms are better than what I have, but, oh, they're not too bad. I mean, technically I get some weight back from those arms. And I'm not sure I need accuracy on the grenade launcher. I don't think that even helps the grenade launcher. It is okay. Getty's heavier than the other arm, so we won't do that. I think that's why we had picked it, so the shotgun would stay really high. Okay, well, without further ado, let's get, at least we can get Bazooki upgraded. Their hit points are the lowest, I think, on my team. It looks like it's just a hit point upgrade there. Yeah, no accuracy. No evasion, no boost. Okay. So what we're doing here is just getting our hit points up to the NPC's level. That hopefully won't cost too much. If you're playing this game, by the way, for yourself, upgrades, in my humble opinion, matter more than the gear you're using, as well as the skills. The skills that you have in this game matter so much more than anything else. If you can get the skills to trigger, you'll likely waste the enemy before they have a chance to do anything to you. Oh, good old Slugbot gets upgraded. Now, I wonder if John will want me to put the spider legs on Slugbot. Fam? Hopefully I can get through this quick. I know it's a little boring. Ah, there we go. It didn't take too long. Let's save that so we don't have to go through all that work again. And I suppose that's it. After that, we can move right on. Oh, I guess we're going to be leaving Wuhan sooner than I thought, but that's okay. We're leaving soon. Are you ready? I'm ready. Where's the transport? You'll depart from Hankou Airport, right outside of town. The military uses civilian airports? Yes, happens quite often. Do we have to wait again? Just until the transport is ready. Be patient. Lou's right. We need to get rested while we can. I'd rather get rested on a date with a pretty gal. Are you saying we're not good enough for you? Hey, how about some coffee and food? Our girls only think about food. Actually, this is a bit different. Suzuki, did you want something hot to drink? Yeah, thanks. Whoa. Excuse me. Are you okay, Alice? I'm fine. Are you okay? Ivan! Don't touch me. What are you doing? Don't bother me. Hey, you're an imaginary number. Why aren't you at the lab? Hello, Morgan. Thank you for the lurk. Hope your day is going well. You've got the wrong guy. You can't trick me. What's going on? Dang it. Wait. Oh, I guess he ran off. Thank you for getting that shout out, Nem. Oh, let's see. Are they gonna steal our transport? Probably. Oh geez, probably. Ivan, what's wrong? We've got to change our plans. I'm pulling the vans out. Wait, what are you thinking? Are you going to fight in this place? I saw a real number. If I don't stop him here, I'm done for. Don't do it, Ivan. Too late. Open the hatch, or I'll tear it open. Sergeant, let him go. Boss fight, impromptu boss fight, I believe. Why do they want to fight me all of a sudden? It's funny, they could have just gotten into like a scuff with us in person. But we gotta have a Panzer fight. Suzuki, get the Panzers. What's going on? Isn't it an imaginary number? Why is he attacking us? I don't know. He's definitely not an ally. There'll be damage to the airport. Let's go. Who knew? Thank you for the hydrate, Nem. That's not good either. That's the music they use in this game for a desperate fight. I highly doubt it's just going to be us four versus them. He's an imaginary number. Don't underestimate him. Now I know how dangerous they are. Who'd have thought we'd fight that? Let's go. You know they're going to be joined. Here they come. They can't catch me. I won't go back to that research lab. I want to be free. I'll not have a real number stop me. It's kind of sad, actually. For those of you who remember Ivan from the other playthrough, that was a very sad moment. I'm gonna need a slug bot in this. I feel the last option should be, well, it doesn't really matter. I'll take Fam. I've been using them a lot lately. Oh, I didn't realize this didn't have its other defense mod. That explains the damage I've been taking. Just get that little corner to deploy in. That's not great. Okay, for 1 second, I do not believe that this is going to be the only character. Something's up with that. That's fishy. I'm going to take every opportunity to drop bombs on him, even if he has anti-fire. Because that's still going to do a little damage. I'm probably going to take up a cover position here with Ryogo. And I think they're going to... I don't know, it looks like this alley might be where they spawn something. So I'll move her to a neutral position behind them. If he's seriously the only one, we'll just let him come to us. No, I didn't think so. Are they military units? Sergeant, let's leave him and escape. No, our mission is to get him to the Wuhan. We can't leave him behind. But enemies are minimal. We'll support him. Don't damage the airport, only hit the Vanzers. Got that? Sergeant, we left the military for our ideals. He is necessary for the Wuhan and our ideals. We're going. Okay, I didn't think I would get fortunate enough to only fight one imaginary number. Now it's truly a boss fight, and that explains why we had the music of desperation, because we are sorely outnumbered. Oh, they have a flamethrower as well. Oh, that's joyful. They didn't have a lot of AP left, though. This is going to be very, very difficult. Oh, even a missile launcher? I knew it was going to be a bad fight. That music only plays during really serious fights. Well, right off the bat, at least Bazooki's in a good position to start dropping on everything. I don't think there's a way to get both of them, right? I'd like to get the AI. It's going to be more prudent to take out their missile launcher. Well, that hurt a bit. Okay. Trying to figure out which side to go to. Oh, I didn't hit them. Really need to get rid of that other. Do they have AP left? 6 AP? They could shoot at me once. Okay. Punchbot will get in here and do some damage. Oh yeah, double punch. This is what we needed. We just need that to trigger another time, probably. And now that we know it's completely... Q Morgan. Yeah, rocket punch. I did get the double hit on it. That was nice. He does have anti-fire. Let's see if the shotgun does any better. Yep, I got double shot. I was kind of hoping for that. Because it's cheaper, and what it'll do is it'll bring up the flamethrower for free. Oh, pilot damage? That's fine. I don't think we're going to need it. It would have been nice to capture it. Ah, that music, it even makes me, like, anxious. Because this really is a difficult fight for me. So far, we've got their numbers there, but when they bring the helicopters in, that's going to be trying. Lots of machine gun fire. We're probably going to want to pull back here together. I actually don't understand why this one went this way. I should be blocked. Yeah, I don't think it's going to let me shoot at them. Let me check. Okay, there's their boss. If the helicopters stay back for a turn, I'll be alright. Oh, they're slow. Okay, I didn't realize how slow. That thing's just taking the longest route possible to get to me. I said this before in Emma's campaign. When you're severely outnumbered, the military tactic is to draw their fire away and focus on one thing at a time. So we'll focus this other flank. I think it's the strongest one for us. I really need... Yes, I was just going to say, Punchbot needs to get over here and start... missile launchers are the biggest threat at this tier. I always make a point to go and harass them before I do anything else. Matter of fact, this thing can't retaliate against me, has anti-fire. Alright. This could end up hurting me, but... Again, I don't like them to get away with it, so I'm going that way. I should be able to block this guy from getting too close to us with this. Hello, Scenarios. Welcome in. Ooh, no skills, though. I really don't like wasting these over there, but we might as well. I was actually hoping that this thing would come over here to fight me because I have a shield. Can mitigate its damage greatly. I want to swing all of my units to one side. Oh, it might take my gun on. Yeah, Flamer's gone, but we still have the shotgun to take the helicopters down, so that's not too bad. I don't want to die. Too bad. You shot at me. That wasn't a good idea. Well, the helicopters might actually just all be one-hit kills. That wouldn't be too bad. Another flamer unit coming from the behind area. The punch bot in the middle of my formation kind of hurts. We can get the missile launchers out of the equation. That would be nice. Oh, they missed. Very good. I don't think I can move but one. I need to be able to drop another bomb here. Ah, I could get both of them maybe. Yes! I destroyed something. Hold on. I can't tell if it was the missile launcher arm. If it was, that's perfect. Oh, I can't hit it underneath? Okay. Not great. I was hoping I could hit that underneath. Oh, and pilot damage. Very good. You like the music? I don't know. The music makes me anxious. One less helicopter to worry about. Alright, so we're in some trouble with this one, so I think we're going to have to go back. Punchbot to punchbot. Oh, missed. Miho is pretty evasive, so that doesn't, you know, totally shock me. Come on, fam, give me that skill chain you're known for, friend. I purposely moved away to drop accuracy. I was hoping that would trigger. Ah, just one skill, though. I could block it or I can shoot. I'm actually going to shoot and see if I get another skill. Ooh, I actually didn't expect zoom. I thought that'd be higher. Well, it's imaginary number. High accuracy and evasion. Seems we're imaginary numbers, though, because I'm dodging everything. Suzuki's probably going to lose the shield. This firebot's been after me the whole game. I was afraid of that. Now they're going to try and missile me. And I don't know if the missiles are strong enough at this level to do it. Luckily it missed, so we don't have to find out. Oh no, when I blew that part off, it still has a missile. I did not know it did that. Oh, for shame. I can't hit it from there. Well, that's rough. That's okay, I'm going to corner... oh, I don't have any repairs on this one. I have an idea, though. I'll have to get this bot back up there for that. I gotta get ready to move up this way. Disable its legs, it can't come after us. It is a miss. Oh, geez, Morgan. Thank you for that pun. I almost feel like abandoning the Vanzer. No, I'll get back in. I think it still has enough hit points to survive one attack. Especially if we take Ivan down. No legs, so it has to go to an arm. Oh, double punch? I should kill it then. Should be a takedown. And a stun punch. Go punch bot. These kind of missions, this is where you really do want a frontline tank like a punch bot. Oh, I'll shoot back at you. If I don't get ejected, then I can take it out. Goodbye. I was actually worried about the helicopters because they tend to have a lot of health. These guys didn't. Well, I guess they're feeling foolish. Oh, goody, I can actually attack back or shield this. I'm gonna shield, of course. I'm just trying to stall this thing. Lost the shield though, but it was worth it because that fire would have probably taken us out. Ow, legs are almost gone. I was hoping it would do that. On foot, I knew it would have a high chance of missing. Oh, such a bad situation to be in, though. Yeah, I'd like if I could shoot under that. That would have been nice. I'll take it. It's 17 damage. Why not? Oh, I know what I'm going after. Ivan's disabled. I don't got to worry about him. Punchbot's onto a new target. I think that thing's completely out of AP as well. Anyhow, I had to move Ryogo because I'm trying to repair their machine so they can get back into it if we need it. No sense in getting into a machine without a gun. Trying to figure out what to do with Suzuki though, because they've got like no hit points. That'll work. I was just gonna say I can shoot back on their turn if I don't lose the arm. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed. I mean, it is a Miss L. Look at Suzuki in that tier 1 shotgun go. Ooh, this is what I was afraid of though. I didn't get to take the missile launchers out. This is what happens if you don't take them out early on in the game. The computer was fortunate because they got the cover of the airplane. It took too long to get around. I wanted to sweep into them as fast as possible. I'll restore that. Or this. And I think the only thing left is fire, so we might as well switch to that. Punchbot can keep harassing this. Or taking it out, that's even preferred. I just ignored all its limbs, went right for a body hit. I think we've won. That was very trying. The music was very appropriate. I was afraid it would be like that. Oh, brace. I just learned a new skill. I don't need that one, but it does have the damage, I think. That's what that rocket launcher gets. It deserved that. And in case you're wondering, I left the boss on the last because I think if we took the boss out, it would end the fight. And I figured, why not get the XP? I really hope Ryogo can get this thing because it picked on me for the whole game. Yeah, well, it's not bad music in them. I think the writers of the song intended that. That music only plays during a dire situation when you're going to get your butt kicked. If you hear that music in this game, it means you're in a bad fight. It's bad for you. Okay, I guess Punchbot's gonna get the win. The coup de grace. Yes, with double punch. Mio said, "You have a Punchbot?" I don't think so. Oof. We were greatly outnumbered. I'm really glad that we ground up some money to get the health upgrades. That would have been bad. Aha. So, do you see the enemies eliminated 8 and it gave me a plus 14? I was right. If we took out Ivan first, you wouldn't have had to do anything. So I got a little greedy. We could have probably taken out Ivan and saved probably 2 turns. Still not bad. I got 102%. I felt bad for Ivan, though, and Emma's. I guess this is as far as I go. He's still alive? Are you okay? No, I think we put holes in him, so. He's hurt. I can't leave him. Don't mind me. I thought I'd get my freedom. You need first aid. Kill me. Just another guinea pig. I'll not be sacrificed to the imaginary number project. A guinea pig? Imaginary number project? I will have my freedom. Death will free me. Ah, my head. I don't think he was long for the world anyway. What's wrong? You too. What? You're free. You've gained your freedom. Don't believe him. Get away from him. What are you saying? The real numbers. Warm face. What are you doing, Lou? Don't let your guard down. He's an imaginary number. That's no reason to kill him. He was having a mental breakdown. He would have killed you. He was hurt. He wasn't normal. Anyway, his wounds were fatal. Lou, what happened? Get on the transport. We're flying to Shanghai. Lou. So, before everybody goes hating on Lou for shooting them, he's actually 100% correct. When the imaginary numbers lose their mind, they go berserk and basically destroy anything they can see. So if Lou hadn't have shot them, Ivan, it's quite likely Ivan would have tried to kill Alisa. Of course, at this point, I'm sure most people playing this game for the first time were probably, like, really mad at our good friend Wormface. I'm gonna do a quick item purchase. We used a couple, didn't we? I believe so. You know, for as trying as that fight was, it was fun. It's just, ooh. It does give you a little bit of anxiety when the boss music's playing. That's cute. A black and white, cool face. I didn't even know I could do that. Huh. I do normally I do some of the others. What were we doing? Oh, yes, we have to get items. And then we'll take a little break, and then when we come back, we'll, well, try to get out of here and back to Shanghai. I need to figure out a way to get them a backpack. It hurts not having one. Ah. Okay, perfect. We have all our items. It was only about 3. That's not bad. Thank you for the hydrate, friend. Let's see. I'll put this up. I will be right back after a short break. I highly recommend that everybody gets up and stretches and gets some drinks and refill your coffee. And I will be back momentarily after a short break. Alrighty, I'm back. We've got everything loaded up. Let's see if we can't make it to Shanghai. I think in Shanghai there's a little bit of a battle there. And then it's a town? I think. I know in Emma's it's a town. Thank you for the welcome back. Can we make it all the way to Shanghai from Wuhan? Probably not, but we'll see. Ah, first leg of our trip done. Busy Shanghai. Don't mind the Vansers. Oh no, if they make me fight in that map again. I know in Emma's it was hard. This is the Ruivani Embassy. I'll get Sebao. Wait here. Finally, we can get some rest. Yes, we'll be safe here. I want to take a shower. What's wrong, Suzuki? Yeah, why the scary look on your face? Don't you think Lou is acting strange? It started when we met that imaginary number in Wuhan. And why is security so tight here? Hello, zombie. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day, friend. They're preparing for the Wuhan rebels. Yeah, I'm sure Luz has bad days too. Sorry about the wait. Sir Bell is out. He won't be back until tomorrow. We have to wait until tomorrow? They have rooms for you. Get some rest. I still have work to do. I'll catch up with all of you later. I'll show you to your rooms. Please, follow me. Wait, I need to talk to Lou. You'll follow our autos here. Now please, follow me. No, I'm gonna talk to Lou. I'll show you to your rooms. Nothing else? Can you give me a website at least to keep me busy? No. Alright. Off to the rooms. Oh, and for, I don't know, I think Zombie was here the other night when I added it. I added a new command. It's !AFK for when you're just going to be briefly away. I just did that because I thought it was interesting. It came up in John Barry's room about the difference between an AFK and a lurk. So I have both commands now. Check out this room. Too bad I'm alone here with you. This is too strange. You're still thinking about that? It's like we're being confined. You want to go experience the excess of Shanghai too? Don't worry, we'll sneak out of here. Be serious. Lou became really aloof when he got here. This embassy is strange. Oh, don't worry about it. I'll sneak out and take a look around. Do you want a souvenir? Oh, just don't do anything stupid. We're being watched. Suzuki isn't just imagining this. Something is up with this embassy. Yes, it's like we're being confined. Why wouldn't they let us out? Maybe there's a good reason. But this isn't any way to treat a guest. This embassy's hiding something. I wonder what Suzuki and Ryoga are doing. I hope they don't do anything rash. Suzuki and Ryoga? Oh, they're useless. We have to do something on our own. What are you going to do? I'm trying to figure that out right now. Do you want me to take a look around? It's too dangerous. No, I'll be okay. How was your work shift last night? Oh, your pizza and garlic bread was good? And you had a snack this morning? Well, at least some of it survived until the morning and gave you a pleasant meal. 2 pleasant meals. My work shift was long, but we got through it, and I got home on time. It's more than I can ask for. Oh no. What's Ryogo doing? Is that Ryogo? Oh, so much for... Heh, piece of cake. Huh? Oh. Oh, did I just step on something? Oh, that was funny. Me. It's me. Oh, Ryoko. It's good to see you. I don't care. Just get off. What are you doing here? Ugh, what about you, Mio? Why are you going at this time of night? I sensed something suspicious, so I came to investigate. Ugh, so we're thinking the same thing. Well, cool. Let's go together. Okay. I was actually a little lonely, to tell the truth. Me too. Yeah, but I've got the battle music. Oh, don't tell me I have to fight on foot with 2 of them. Where the heck did Ryogo go? Better not be fooling around. Good evening. Miho? Why are you coming through the window? Don't worry about me. I came here to tell you something for Ryogo. What is it? Ryogo and I took a look around, and this place is crawling with soldiers. Soldiers? Are they DHC? No, they're called either real or imaginary numbers. They're watching us. Something is up. Where's Ryogo? Ryogo went to retrieve our Vanzas. Will he be okay by himself? He'll be okay. Oh, and I'll give you this. What is this? It's a small communicator. We'll be able to contact each other with it. How did you get this? The police department seizes lots of things. I borrowed it just in case. I'm heading back to my room. You're gonna go out the window again? Oh, and be careful with Lou. He's hiding something. Good night. What is she? Tall punch time? Yeah, maybe. I got Chinese for tonight, courtesy of my sister. Oh, I could go for some Chinese. I think it's just because I'm playing in Shanghai and I'm starting to think Asian food now. Every time we go to the bars in this game, I always want ramen. How are they doing? They haven't done much, sir. I see. Commander Liu, Sir Ba is asking for you. I'm coming. Excuse me. Liu. You're back. I'm sorry, I didn't notice. Never mind. I just got back. Did you get what I asked for? Yes, sir. I didn't get Midas, but I got something just as good instead. Lukov will be back soon, too. Lukov? Yes, when he returns, my dreams will be realized. And Chairman G wants to see the girls. The chairman himself. That coward. He won't trust me until he sees them with his own eyes. That's why he's so easily manipulated. I'll bring them to you now. Thank you. Is Suzuki here? Lou, where have you been? Zabal wants to see you. Follow me. Wait, what's going on? Why do I get called in by myself? It's not just you. Suzuki. Alice? Hurry up, Sir Ba is waiting. Sir Ba? What happened? Tell me what's going on. Keep quiet. If you don't want Alisa hurt, you'll follow my orders. Let's go, Suzuki. We'll know what's going on when we get there. Alright, fine. Here you are, Sir Lukov. Thank you. Lukov. He's the USN agent. Emma. Alisa, I knew you'd be here. Lou, the first real number. How nice to see you here. Really? You certainly did a great job of using the USN to keep me from coming here. I know. But I couldn't stop them. I'm just a soldier in the USN. I bet you were the one who sent them my way. Were you trying to take credit for my work? I have no interest in such petty things. What's going on? Why are there USN people here? Lou, why? Why is my sister here? You really don't know anything. Lou, I don't know how you can be so deceptive. Lou, tell us. Follow me, you'll see. I've had 2 lovely meals this week, so it's not bad. Yeah, it's nice. That's why I like pizza. Can order it and keep it for a little while. Oh, that's right. In Emma's campaign, we had to fight through here. Excuse me. I think that's Emma. Yeah. I've brought Emir Klumsky, the designer of Midas. Good. Very good, Luca. You're all grown up, Emir. It's already been 10 years, hasn't it? What is it, Alisa? I know that person. You know him? You mean Bao? Yes, Sis and I both know him. Oh, I think I get a cutscene. Leftover pizza and Chinese is amazing for breakfast. I'll be there. Oh, I thought it was a cutscene coming up. Nope, it's Chairman G. And they'll become key to our plan. Yes. We lost Midas, but with them, we can make Midas again. And my country will become a world power. The world has seen Midas's power. No country would want to face that type of threat. We'll have the most powerful bargaining tool. It'll take a lot of capital to make it real. I'll give you all the financial assistance you need. You also have to start mass-producing the imaginary numbers. Let's keep up this relationship. I've seen this man before. Wait, what do you mean? About making Midas and mass-producing imaginary numbers? You still don't understand. I went to Japan to bring Midas to the DHZ. So you were... I helped you because I thought you'd be useful. After all, you're a JDF officer's son, and a Midas scientist. After losing Midas in the Philippines and learning that Alisa is Emir's sister, I decided to bring Alisa to the DHZ. No. Are you serious, Lou? Are you telling us the truth? I was only following orders. Your welfare means nothing to me. Lou, you lied to us from the very beginning. Wait, Bao, this is not what you promised. You said you wouldn't touch Alisa if I followed your orders. What are you saying, Emir? You're finally with your sister. Let's all live together like old times. Oh, stop it. If you want to know about Midas, I'll stay. Let Alisa go. Emir, calm down. As long as you cooperate with us, your sister will be safe. Bao. Oh, don't scowl. The DHC welcomes you. I guarantee the highest quality of life for you if you cooperate with us. Please stop. I won't cooperate with you. I don't want to make Midas. Alisa. Think about it. Don't forget your friends I held hostage. No. Bao, you haven't changed a bit since you killed my parents for the imaginary number project. Bao killed your Emir's parents. Emir, is that true? Yes, our parents were murdered. They sent you to Japan to protect you. They were killed when they tried to escape with me. Flashback. The cutscenes in this were always so interesting.
Садись в самолет, Алиса.
Because they used a mixture of like real life shots with,
Сколько раз тебе говорили?
well,
Неужели не понимаешь?
digital photography.
Добрый парень, ждет тебя в Японии. Он тебе должен понравиться.
Но все же. Алисиана, будь спокойна, я обязательно приду за тобой. Ладно, Эмма. Дай слово, Алисиана.
And then Alisa and Emma were split. No. Jeez. You only see people as pawns. I'll never forgive you for killing my parents. Emil, you're wrong. Your parents tried to take samples to another country. That's why I had them killed. That's not true. My parents didn't steal anything. They only wanted to escape with... No. What's wrong, Emil? You've always been very intuitive. Maybe even more so now. Emil? Alisa. They did take something from the lab. What? What did our parents take? They took us. They were killed because of us. Where the samples Bell is talking about. No, that's not true. I don't believe you. Oh, such a talky part. That's a lie, you're lying. Yep, they're both imaginary numbers. Alisa and her sister are imaginary numbers? You were both created after Lukov. Your parents tried to take you to another country. And they succeeded. That's not true. Alisa's not a puppet. Good morning, Marami. Welcome in, friend. I hope your day is going well. We're in a bit of a long talking period in the game. It's when you, the realization in the Alisa campaign that Alisa and Emma are imaginary numbers. Alisa is not a puppet. Of course not. Imaginary numbers are the finest creations on Earth. Not some imperfect human like you. Is it fun to play with people's lives? I created them. I can do whatever I want with them. Stop it. I don't want to hear any more of this. Alisa. Amir, Alisa, you were both destined to return to me. Good morning. I slept in. Oh, good. I hope that you had a good sleep, Marami. You've been so busy lately, and I hope work didn't go bad. Last time I checked in with you, you were doing okay at work. So, I hope it continued to be a good night, and I hope you slept well. Sometimes you just need to sleep in. Oh, Saito Sinkin, welcome in, friend. Imaginary numbers? Yes. I don't know how much of the game you kept up with, Saito. Let me see. Imaginary numbers are kind of like superhumans. Real numbers and imaginary numbers. They were both like programmed at birth kind of thing. So think of any sci-fi where they had super soldiers. Except in this case, the imaginary numbers are basically super Vanzer pilots. Oh, thank you. Marami beat me to it. Work went well. What is going on? Reporting, sir. What happened? The imaginary numbers. They're attacking the embassy. What? What is the meaning of this, Lukov? Order them to stop. Don't move. Lukov, are you betraying Sir Bao? Betray? I don't think so. Of course not, Lukov. You're my best creation. You would never betray me. I don't know what you are doing, but have them pull back. The trail doesn't quite accurately describe the circumstances. I don't recall ever being on your side. Lukov, what do you say? Bao, you're just another incomplete human, after all. You have no right to control us, the imaginary numbers. You're no longer of any value to me. Lukov, are you little? It's over. Lukov. Dang it, what's going on? I'm even more confused now. Lukov, this is unforgivable. I will kill you myself. If you think you can do it, real number. Kill everyone, except those two imaginary numbers. Yes, sir. Suzuki, step away from the entrance. Ryoko to the rescue. Came to help you, dude. Ryoko? It's getting hectic out there. Let's get out of here. Unexpected guests. Judd, take out the mansion and those kids. Yes, sir. You two will come with me. Ryoko, stop him. I think not. Don't move. I'm stopping you here. Real number. Hurry up and go. Lou? Suzuki? Now that Sir Bauer's dead, I've no need for you. Get out of here. Thanks. Hurry, we're getting out of here. Lukov, you'll get a slow death. I'll make you pay for betraying Sir Bao. Lou, a real number can only do so much. You're in no position to say that. Real numbers have their human development controlled. That is why you could never surpass a human. Is that all you've got to say? You're just a pathetic organism controlled by emotion. Oh, I guess two can play at that game, that's true. Let me see what chat's doing. I hate this scene. Look at the normal-sized Vanza. I think it was crouching Altazin, but yeah, I guess they shrank it down a bit to get it in that hallway. Oh, hello, Freya. Welcome in. Hope your day is going well, friend. An imaginary number could never kill me. Ugh, Lukov. And like all bad guys, they just left Lou alive. Yeah, the length is a giant. Oh, the escape music. Do 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 do. Best song in the game. Oh yeah, it is actually one of the better songs in the game. Because it's kind of like, I think the name of the song's called Freedom. But yeah, it's like the escape music. Oh, you just got back from therapy. I hope that went well for you, Freya. Ski, welcome in, friend. Oh, Ski, that's right. I think I said I asked you last time what your name was, and you said Ski was okay? Or Skay? Welcome in, friend. I hope you're having a wonderful day. And if I said your name wrong, please feel free to correct me. Come on. It's going to get dangerous here. I'm with the USN. I can't go with you. Sis. This isn't a time to be worried about that. If you die, how do you think Alisa's going to feel? Come on. Ski is fine? Okay. I'm just checking, friend. Oh, you moved? You just recently moved? Friend, I hope you're sitting down and resting up. Moving is, well, most people know, it's just a pain. Suzuki, please, get in the Wanza. We must get out of the embassy as soon as possible. Hurry up! Take that Emir woman to the exit. Do. I was just gonna say, I hope I get to fight in this music because it's really good. Oops, I have to take Zenislav? She has items. Bazuki has items. Yeah, I think I'm going to use the flamethrower in close combat here. I don't think they have fire damage. I think we're mostly fighting missiles and up close combat. Let me look real quick. Oh no, I've got to protect Emir. This is going to be harder than I thought. Oh well, we'll get to listen to this really rockin' music for a little while. Goes swiftly without... I do too. War crime time? Yeah, I think we're about to commit some war crimes. They didn't leave me a choice, Altazin. Now here's the thing, does the rocket launcher go through the wall? Is it that broken? Oh, I think it is. Oh yeah, it's that broken. No one asked me how I did that. We just did. I really don't want to put the Zenislav in harm's way. But somebody's got to take the lead here. Oh, it figures. It's anti-impact. I can deal with it better when I get up there. I really didn't want to do anything to this pilot, but at the same token, I don't know what other choice I have. If I don't shoot at it, it's just taking up the spot to get through here. I have to get rid of it. Oh well, it's an imaginary number. I'm off today, so just chilling. Oh, congratulations, Freya. Glad you got a day off, friend. It's me, a sneaky gal. Just trying to get caught up on everything. Excessive... Oops, my chat just went goofy again. Excessive force, anti-tank weaponry versus infantry, combat on civilian grounds, combat inside the embassy. Yes. Everything Altazin said our team is doing right now, though not by choice, they kind of got forced into this situation. Emmy says, I'm free! Setting up at my desk to work on some drawings. Ooh! Well, that's good. Oh, you're getting commission work done tonight. Do. Dang, imagine just being a dude sitting and getting shot by a mech-sized gun. Yeah, I've had this conversation before, Freya. They have some really weird things where they put soldiers down, and the reason why is because the soldiers are supposed to be running about on foot. I don't know why they did it, personally. They should just put them in Vansers. You don't even get very good XP for doing that. Oh, thank you, Mr. Machine, for actually... Why did it do that? It could have just shot me away from me. Okay, fine, you get spikes. That was really foolish of it. And its buddies are just sitting back. Getting shot by 150 cal BMG round is one thing. Getting shot by 10 plus is turning into hamburger. Yeah, there probably wouldn't be much left, Altazin. Oh, it has enough AP to retaliate. Oh well, I'll take the chance. Then it can't retaliate on the mech, the other one. Na 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 na. Thank you, Nem, for redeeming the first. Okay, let me stretch. I'll queue up this attack run. Stretch. Oh, good. Stun punch. Stun punch. Ah, thank you for the stretch. That actually felt really good. Okay, that one's... Well, it can't retaliate. Now we can have some fun. Go, Ryogo! That's what it gets for shooting at me. Go, Flamer. Let's see. I don't think I'll be able to hit anything else at this point. No, I'll just save it. Does anyone need a repair? Nope. Not that I can get to. I wonder if I... You know, I'm tempted for Science to eject and see if Emma will get in the Vanzer. It's gonna be really hard when she gets out there. Oh. Okay, I need... Ryogo needs to stay here to keep Emma. I'm hoping she won't go too far away from me. Zenislav needs to heal, so I need to move them at least a little bit. Let's see if the punch bot can take this out. Nope. No, I'll have to waste some points for this. I'm trying to debate whether it's better to go up through the middle. I do have guys on both sides to take down. Is that a punch bot? Oh geez, it's a punch bot. Ah, I need to get items to the Zenislav though. And I can't do that with Ryogo in the way, right? Choices. Because it's going to take long enough as it is for the other. Maybe the Zenislav will be able to finish it. Ah, there we go. Ah, hello, John. Welcome in, friend. I hope your day is going well. We do all the science here, especially enjoy dirt egg science. Yeah, I need to get the Minecraft up back and running, don't I? You need coffee? Well, you can see our room is very prepped for coffee. You should get some coffee yourself. Chat's actually having a bit of the zoomies at the moment. It's fine by me. It means everybody got their coffee intake. Oh, look who snuck down here while I wasn't looking. I'm not too worried about that. We can stop this with the punch bot in its way. Oh, and we got a double punch. So much for all of its hit points. Oh, wow, Miho is not taking it today. I need a cheer for Mio. Mio just single-handedly took down an imaginary number without pause. My. Didn't even think about that. Well, so much for worrying about the imaginary number. Oh no, you know what? She might try to go that way. I can't let her go this way by herself. I don't know which way she's gonna go. Oh, it's just a, whatchamacallit. I think I will split the team in two. Those two can go that way, and these two go this. I need to see... Yeah, I thought so. If I hadn't sent them here, she would have ran right into an enemy. Lost Ark is available to play in 30 minutes, so I'm hoping to get it ASAP. From all the posts I've seen about server queue, I'm rooting for you to get in smoothly, John. So, Lost Ark, that's a MMO? Well, I wish you the best of luck, John, because... I mean, if you want my personal advice, playing MMOs on day one is not fun. Most of the time it just results in agony. But I wish you luck. Miho be like, and this is my boomstick. Kaboom. Yeah, she gave that robot quite a few boomsticks right in the face. I really don't like shooting at the pilots, but I have to. They're in my way. I can't go anywhere. And that thing right there will one-shot Alisa. You know, that's why they did this. To make you have to stop. Because the Vanzers will miss hitting the pilots, but the pilots will hit almost every time. That's why they did that. Oh well, they're not going to be anymore anyway. Shop smart. Shop S-smart. I mostly just want to attempt to make my character... Oh, well, that's the most fun thing to do in an MMO. Oh, geez. John, every time I play one of those kinds of games, I'll spend like 5 or 6 hours just creating my character. I'm not lying. I have literally wasted an entire day making a character. I wonder if Alisa will actually shoot at anything. Honestly, if a pilot wants to go toe-to-toe with a giant mecha, they're kind of asking to get clowned on. Yes. Oh, wait, we have something for this thanks to John. Where is it? That's one of John's emotes. I like it. John, I found another use for your emote. Sorry, friend. But... John, in our room, now that Freya said getting clowned on, I'm gonna use it for that. Getting clowned on. To be quite fair, though, what Freya said is true. So, let's just for 1 second imagine that Vanzers actually exist, and you see one stomping down the street. How easy is it for you to get away from it? Quite easy, actually. If it's a bipedal machine, it won't move very quickly. You'll be able to hide somewhere or dodge out of its way. I don't think there's a... You actually have the advantage on foot. You can get away. At least the way the Vanzers are built in this game world, they're not very quick. Luckily, they haven't ejected me. Those rifles can do a pilot eject. I might be a bit lurky while I'm working on art, but I'm still here listening. Oh, Emmy, I got a new command for that. Exclamation mark AFK. When you just don't want to quite lurk. Oh no, I have to fight her on? Oh, this isn't good. If she doesn't pilot eject me, we'll win. Or we'll do something. Double shot! Ooh, let's see what we can get that to trigger again. Nope. That's okay, it did a lot of damage. I need to back Ryogo out, though. They're really not a match for this thing. Oh, wait, that might be the only thing I've got to worry about. Is she the only thing blocking us? Oh, well then I'm going to pull back and let her come to me. Okay, at least it won't let me do that. It's actually a good thing, because that's kind of cheap. Will it? Oh, it did let me do it. Okay, I know that's cheap, and it wouldn't work in real life, but ignore that. Game cheats me plenty. Double assault! Yes! I was really hoping I'd get that. Can't retaliate now. Oh, I think we'll do a pretty successful escape here. Poor... We left the, Emma in the dust. Goodbye. That was your fault for trying to punch me. Trying to figure out who should shoot first. Let's see, they won't make it very far. They're already in the door. Eh. Where was that, actually? Can I pin that? Probably not. Oh, yeah, I can. Because I wanted to show that off again. I always like to pin things when I find something that makes me smile. A streamer I follow named Fats has emotes that circulate all over Twitch, even from people that don't follow him, but subbed for the emotes. Interesting. Ah, here it is. I wanted to pin that for a little bit, because that made me smile. That's funny. Well, a lot of emotes. It depends, like, in my room, I welcome all emotes to be used. I love emotes. I really love emotes. So, always feel free to use any emotes that you guys find across the wide world of Twitch. I cannot be weaker than them. Well, I think you were. Oh, Nem, I like that combination that you created in Hysteric's room. That was fun. Oh, I still got platinum. That's not bad. One of them is like rocks for brains. Oh, geez. Small coffee, is that theirs? Oh no, that's somebody else. Small ant. That's a good coffee, you know? Mizuki leading the way. Sis, are you alright? Yes, I'm fine. Just a bit winded having to run after Max. Look out! Luckily, Suzuki has a shield. I'm okay. Oh, look who it is. Team Rocket. It's our friends, Team Rocket. I need to put that as an alert, their intro theme. As small is the reason I wanted to attempt the Hell's Dragoon. Oh, okay. Oh no! Oh no! I'm sorry, John, that you're... Oh. You know, it could be a good thing, John. Maybe they're fixing something in the queue. So maybe you'll get in still on your MMO. Hey, you in there. You're those mercenaries. Here it is, enter Team Rocket. You could at least try to remember a name. It's Wulong. Remember that. What are you doing here? Talk to our partner about that. Ryogo. Save the details for later. We'll handle this. Get out of here. You're only going to get in the way. You heard her. Thanks. Don't mistake this. We're in it for reward. Ryogo pulled some strings to get us the mercenary team, the Wulong mercenaries, affectionately known as the Wulong mercenaries. Oh, I should probably say it. That went remarkably well. Okay. I think I can get through the next section, maybe? Oh wow, they really tore into it. Jem and G, this way. Hey. Dang it, what's going on? Why doesn't the military come and save me? Bell cannot be depended upon. I should have cut him off before he turned traitor. Now I've got other options. Or maybe not. Oh no. Oh, if it isn't Lukov. The chairman. He's still alive. The devil must be his guardian. Stand back. There's Lukov. Chairman G is with him. I'm not going to let you get away. Might not have a choice. Oh, that's a funny emote. Bonk. Animated bonk. Join me, Lukov. If you work under me, I'll give you money and power. How about it, Lukov? Go away. Lukov doesn't care. Oh, geez. Do I have to fight all those imaginary numbers? Horrible. Emir, Elysian, you're of the chosen race. Come with me. No, I will not. Who do you think you are? I would never join you. Then I will take you by force. Please tell me they all deployed in that little square. That'd be great. Nah. Capture them both. Kill the others. I didn't expect the battle right off bat. Oh well. Imaginary numbers, huh? Ryogo. I think we're going to need extra hills in this, so I'm bringing a lot of shotgun power. They do have a missile launcher, don't they? Oh, do you see that? They gave them a lot of anti-fire. Should have known. Let's see where I can maximize the hit. Do they all have anti-fire? I'd definitely like to take that one out on the corner. That's a missile launcher over there. That will be our target. Oh no, it's a machine gun. That one's anti-fire. Anti-impact. Oh, the missile launcher's over there. Ouch. I thought I did that right. Oof, those rifles are going to be rough. I should have gone with anti-pen, I think. We'll have to hope for a lot of skill triggers. Like that. I was hoping to get something like this. Oh, here we go. Pilot damage. It might trigger. Chain. Maybe. If it goes into a double shot, I'd love it. Ah, no, not quite. They all have those big rifles. It's fine, Lathe. Arms have horrible aim, and he sucks with the rifle. Well, good to know. Because they're all going... They get a lot more turns than we do, and we didn't thin their numbers. Actually, I am going to shoot back. We got to get numbers before we worry about health. These things have so many hit points. There's the missile launcher. At least it got closer for us. This is going to be a kind of trying fight. That's a lot of imaginary numbers to take down. Those three decided not to attack. Well, that's beneficial. I think one shotgun blast will do them in. You know what? Yeah, then I can leave her back here as a guard for Suzuki. We should be able to get this with her. Chain, chain, chain. I actually thought that would take the body out. It didn't. At least she got one more. Ah, perfect. Alright, we got one of them down. Missile launchers definitely gotta go. And if I remember correctly, it doesn't have... That one has no anti-fire. That's great. Can flame it. Burn! Thank you for posting on Twitter, man. Hello, security. How are you doing, friend? Good morning to you. Hope your day's going well. Oh, we disabled it. Perfect. Where can we maximize the hit? I could just go after Luca, but I think they have anti-fire. They did. They must have figured people would missile boat them. He ran? I don't know why he did that. That was very odd. I think I'll have... No, I may not be able to shield the missile if that other one turns on me. Why is this gonna punch at me? Oh, I took its arm off. That's right. Guess it didn't have any choice but to use hard blow. Why are they still not attacking? Kind of confused at the behavior of the AI in this one. I shouldn't question it, I suppose. Yes! I was really hoping that this wouldn't kill it. I was like, yeah, surrender please. It did. Very good. That's money if we can get that. A lot of money. Go, Ryoga. Oh, I won't have it for that. There we go. It's not the greatest damage, but I'll take it. Gotta get into the face of the rocket launchers. This one's gonna pursue me, I think, no matter where I go. That's fine. I don't need to beat that one down. We'll just go back here. It's anti-fire. She has the better chance of taking it out with her melee. Oops. Oh, thankfully I dodged it. So either he was really good at that, or, well, I don't know, maybe. I risked it. Altizen said they have bad accuracy, so I decided to risk that and see if I couldn't get a shot off. Ooh, pilot damage. That's great, because this pilot was already hit with that. Oh, cheeky thing. I didn't take its legs out, so of course it's going to keep doing that. Slugbot. I think we'll be able to finish this thing off, or at least take out its arm. Ooh, not quite. It is trapped now between all of ours. 15. Can I land an explosion at the back of the map for this? Let me check. Ah, perfect. Oh, it didn't hit the other guy, though. no trigger on double. I'm not getting very many skill triggers this round. Well, I can't catch up to that one either. No, I need to capture that one. It's got money on it. Alright, that one can't move after us. At least that was one good thing. Plus, if the legs get blown out, then you have an easier time destroying the rest of it. I didn't expect to get into such a fight. But it's been an age since I've played Alisa's campaign. Oh, it finally hit me. Please miss. Okay, thank God. I didn't know if that would miss or not. The body's a little low. Oh no! Now the missile launcher decided to kick in. Oh, I really didn't need that to happen. Well, since you're out here on foot... Alright, that knocked that one out for a surrender. It's just like, you know what, if you're gonna stay there on foot, might as well just do the whole thing that way. Oh, I crossed my fingers on that one too. I was like, maybe this isn't gonna go well. It did though. One more missile launcher down. It's gonna try and bazooka the other. Punchbot looks okay for health. I need to get over here and ready to boost to the other mech down there though. Oh, she might be able to at least disarm it. Double punch! Finally! I needed more skills, guys. Come on. I'll take the double punch, though. That makes up for it. I was gonna say, if that hits the body, that might be it for Ryogo. Add the Quill missile launcher. I don't think it can take me out, but we'll see. I'd like to get them hilled before they go one-on-one with Lukov. Oh, Lukov doesn't actually have enough to retaliate anyway. I didn't even see that until just now. I'm half tempted to eject into their mech that has hills. I didn't even think I could do that, but there's some choices to be made here, and I want to make the right one. Because she has a hill pack, but so does the Punchbot. And that thing keeps burning all of its AP, so that shouldn't be too bad. Regular repair maybe to this one. Guess I'll leave it anti-fire. Yeah, because there's 2 more missile launchers, I think, left on the map. Oh no, he did have AP to attack me. I thought he had only 4. Interesting. Well, in that case, I guess I will head back. Suzuki still got their shield, so we're okay. At least for another, what, 2 hits, I guess. That was a poor choice, friend. Boom. We did at least capture one of these. I know they're fully upgraded, so should be good money. Be nice to get one more. Yeah, there it is. There's 2 guys here with missiles. A shield and I got ejected. That's really weird. Eject's only supposed to happen if the body takes a bunch of damage. And I had anti-fire on. Ugh. Man, what are you doing to me? Punchbot will never get up top. I'll take the pilot damage, that's fine. Only choice I see is to get everybody together and go straight at that missile group. Lukov keeps missing, so it's not that big of a deal. It's probably not going to hit him. I don't care. I'm still going to take it. It's 50-50. Oh, it actually chunked him a little. Made him mad. If you get pilot eject again on a shield, I'll be upset. Especially with a quill. It's wild to think of these mechs perched on buildings, hopping around them. They might get away with that for a second or two, and then the building would probably start to lose its structural integrity. Oh, I would have really... I should have gone this way. That was the mistake we made and why the battle's dragging on. I totally should have gone to the missile launcher side. That's why this is taking forever. You always want to take them down quickly. Try to avoid punch bots and take them down, I should say. I was going to flamethrower it. I'm not going to mess around with it. I'm just going to shoot it. Goodbye missiles and everything else it has. Lily is putting her drumstick in front of my monitor. Pay attention to me. Oh, it's out of ammo. Can't hit that. Oh well, time to heal someone then. Because I think Ryoga will be able to jump up after them. What is Lukov doing? I guess it's trying to split my attention. Well, that's okay, friend. You can just stay back there. I'm going after the missile launcher. Oh, come on. Get a chain. Get a chain. Nah, just AP down. That's fine. Oh, I forgot to buy grenade reload. That's fine. It had anti-impact, I think, so yeah, so using a fire was good on the idea. Didn't get focused to the arms. That's alright. Come on, Lukov, where are you going? What's your game? Oh, actually coming up here after Suzuki. That's interesting. I still have, I think, 2 shields on each one. Maybe 1. No, Suzuki's only got 1. That one might get taken out. Let's see. Double punch. Does have impact resist. Boom. Maybe. Ah, all legs. Oh, we get around 2. Go Mio. Come on, you've done it before. Okay, good. It can't run from us. Ah, it just leaves Lukov all by themselves. Now the question is, can I get up there? Oh, can't use the repair on them. Alright. I was gonna say, can he even hit me back? No, there has to be like a 10%. I'm just gonna shoot back at it. I don't think it can take me out one hit. Close. Who else can get up here? Ooh, Ryogo can get up here. Fam is already here. Does she have a shot on him? Oh, she does. So might as well just move Ryogo up. Anti-fire or not. I'm still gonna do it. I know you're anti-fire, but I want to hit him with fire. I'm also trying to get him to burn his AP. Well, he's no joke. I can't do anything from that angle, so... Sadly, hovercraft can't go up top of things. It can go across water. Been nice to have had the spider legs here, actually. They jump really high. Don't hit the body. It did. Oh, we got lucky. 71 hit points left. If he had triggered a skill, we would have been game over. Give up, Lukov. You've lost. I have the high ground. Who gets the kill? Oh yeah, you and your anti-fire. Just blow its other arm off with this. Really? Didn't give much XP for Lukov going down. Oh, I guess because they don't technically get blown up. Oh, for shame. We did get a platinum. Oh. See how it says +6 enemies? That means I'm pretty sure if we'd taken Lukov down first, we would have just won. But I got a mutation. Okay. We could either try to use that one or sell it. Either way is good. Little pests. You actually think you can defeat me? Of course I'm serious. You killed my cash flow. Now you die. Or Would you be willing to make reparations, Uncle? The Wuhan. All units, pull back. Impressive. Who knows when to fold? I already have an ace up my sleeve. I have no need to waste resources fighting you. Are you running? Suzuki, wasn't it? Intriguing. I'll remember you. Yeah, I think he's getting away. Forget it. It's no use chasing him. Don't underestimate him. Don't underestimate him. He can kill you for sure. You keep to save the day. It's just business for us. Business? Your partner hired us for a tidy sum. Is that true? We didn't have a choice, dude. There wasn't anyone else willing to help. Hey, let's not fight out here. I'll take you somewhere we can relax. Come with me. Yeah, if you remember right, they're bad guys in Emma's storyline. And that we affectionately named Team Rocket. Yay! That was a pretty trying fight. I didn't expect to have so many battles right in a row. Well, it was a lengthy, like, talking period and then followed by a lot of little battles. Thank you for the hydrate, Nem. Memo to self, do not. Sorry about your ears. If I tried to turn away at the last moment, but water went down the wrong pipe again. Yeah, memo to self. Drink the water. Don't breathe it. Do. I don't know. I'm debating. I think that was a pretty good stopping point. I might do a quick sim battle. I did want to test out the new Spider Leg mech that we got. First, let me see. I'm in no terrible rush. I am off work tonight, so I get to join the I'm off work crowd for once. Yeah, it was a very hard night last night, but at least after that hard night, it gets a lot easier. Somebody is playing Lost Ark, though. I was checking out what my friends are doing. Oh no, I think they're just waiting long. Logging queue, probably. They set it to that. Okay. Everybody's queuing up for the new game. Girl at work just tried to call out for no reason, meaning I would have to go in. And I said, nah, sorry, I'm taking my ding-dang days off or I'd go crazy. Oh, Freya, yeah, what Nem said. You made the right move, friend. Yeah, because I've made that mistake before, Freya. Don't do it unless you're desperate or unless you need the money. I shouldn't say desperate. If you want the money, it's great to take call in because you get extra hours on the clock you weren't expecting. But if you're scheduled off, there's no reason to go in. Never let a boss guilt you into it. That's their fault for not having backup plans in place. I have to think if I want to get as Switch or not. Indeed, I am also proud. Because it's really hard to do that, actually. I know when your boss calls you and corners you into something like that, it's like, do you say yes? Do you say no? I'm kind of getting close to my lunchtime, so I was looking to see where we might go. And I have a good place right here in the story. I think after this, we unlock a town. Because I think Rudolph takes us to the bar in Shanghai. So once we get that part done, I feel like that's a good leave-off point. Not that I won't play this again. I might actually... I don't normally stream on Saturday, but I might do a late-night stream of Front Mission, because I'm so into it right now with the release of the... or rather, the information about Front Mission 1 coming out. You know, I think they used every weapon. Oh no, okay, not quite. See, that's what got us in that mission. I didn't have a grenade reload or repairs on that one. She has the repair max, restore low. 2 repairs were used. I believe they were used to repair. Okay, there we go. That's all good then. I like to do that because sometimes I forget. So, let me see what Altazin and everybody's... So we're just going to finish up by talking for a bit. I'm working full 80 hours to pay a pay period. I'm good on hours. Ooh, Freya. Yeah, if you're working 80 hours, just tell him no. Rudolph is taking us to a bar. I'm sort of the boss. I'm not the big boss, but I'm... Oh, okay. I get where you're coming from. Oh no, Freya. Yeah, you did the right thing, friend. Just say no. Head pats. Mio needs wooed legs. Altazin, those, I do like the wooed legs, and I thank you for the recommendation. Mia's vehicle was built by John Barry. It's Slugbot, so it gets the nice slow hovercraft legs. I thank you for trying to get me a better set, but I don't necessarily care if the machines are built to spec or anything. I let people build them as they will. You think the wood are more aesthetic? Oh, well, I don't know. Is John around? John's probably... I mean, I'll do it if I... Can I buy them? Oh, poo. I don't think I can get the next hovercraft. I don't mind, Altazin. I let you guys build the mechs. This one was built for John. I could build another Slugbot. Oh, geez. Look at those fat legs. Those are big. They're just huge. Large. I don't know why. I do have these. Oh, these. Could use some spider legs if you got them. I do have the spider legs. We have access to those. Oh, Mary and me hugging everyone. I think John's AFK trying to get into their other game. I don't think they'd mind if we bought the wood. Can I fit them? Oops. I'll have to do something about the weight. Hugs! Hugs everywhere. I want to join in. There. Everybody's giving hugs. So what we'll do is we'll buy and stock a set of these just in case I can't get them later. 6 times Tensera hug combo. I didn't think they were actually going for a slug look. I purchased them, Altazin, so that we can equip them later when I can talk to John. But look, I'll have to figure out something. I'm low on weight. I guess I could go down to the smaller backpack again. It's not necessary to have that big of a backpack. Hold on. I just thought of that. I really only need the restore and a repair. Let's see if that works. Eureka! It worked. Wait, did that give it better movement? Oh, it did. I don't think John will mind. Do you guys think? I don't know. I don't really care. It did give it better movement. I think we have the money to upgrade those. I don't think it'll get a boost upgrade, but it gets the, oops, wrong one. Slugbot. Not really legs, are they? Yeah, no boost upgrade, but it does get level 3, level 4. What do you guys think? That looks still pretty good, doesn't it? Do you want spider legs on Freybot? Ooh. Can Freybot get... Where's Freybot? Oh! They took Lou away from us. Lou was in Freybot. I think. I didn't delete it. I know it's here somewhere. Freya! When they took Lou from us, Lou must have stole Freyabot. Because it's not in my list anymore. Both Lou and Freyabot are missing in action. When we get Freyabot back, I do believe we do get them back. As soon as we get them, we'll do that. Yeah, Freya Boy was... I forgot that they were in that machine. When we built it, we equipped Lou to Freyabot. They'll be back. Also, what are your thoughts on Front Mission Remake or whatever? Think I should get it? Yes, I think everybody should get it. I played it a long time ago, Freya, but I couldn't understand a lick of it because it was all in Japanese, so... yeah, I do think everybody should get it. I'm definitely getting it, Freya. The whole launch week, I will be streaming it non-stop. Just as a forewarning to everybody, if you don't want to see mechs, you can take a break from our channel that week. The week that the Mech Warrior or Front Mission launches, I'll be 100%. That's all we'll be doing. Freybot, come back to me. I still believe. I hope on the remake, as they're doing 2 games, but at the same time I'm expecting bad things because it's at the end of the 15-year license and they're doing it just to hang on to the license. Maybe. I'm going to try to be upbeat about it, Altazin. We haven't had a Front Mission game in years, so let's just be happy that we're actually going to get a Front Mission game. Remake or whatever. And if nothing else, let's just say, same thing happened when they did the DS port. Yes, they didn't do a great job on the DS port. When will Freyabot return from the war? Oh, pretty soon, Freya. It's like in the next episode, I think. Because I think you get Lou back on your team. I don't think they take Lou from you here at this point. I think once we get through Shanghai, we'll have them back. This is one of the reasons I don't like Alisa's campaign. It's really weird. Emma's campaign is so much more straightforward, in my opinion. Alright, let's check what other friends are on. Oh, I have a bunch of friends on. What is... My friend Rachel, she's playing retro? What is she doing? I've never seen her play retro. No, they're actually going to play Sims 2 on the Game Boy Advance. I haven't been over there in a while. I think we'll go over there. One of my faves is the storyline was, Tinsera was saying, they never say the character's name, only for it to be said numerous times within 5 minutes. Yeah. Well, because in Emma's storyline, they don't say the name hardly ever, and then Alisa's storyline, it's like every 10 seconds. I'd hope they wouldn't permanently take away a character you invested resources and stuff in. Yeah, agreed. I've actually trained Lou up a lot. Yeah. That's Colonel Bahuki, ma'am. Colonel Bahuki reporting. Bahuki here. Oh no. Suzuki the Bahuki who drives the bazooki. It's Suzuki Bahuki who drives the bazooki. That's what it was. Oh, the Bahuki. Yep, there you go. Shake the Bahuki. Doo-doo. Oh, that's fun. Mayor Emmy's intro music, always fun to have. I'm trying to see. I don't know, so do you guys want to do that? I think all of the rest of my friends, they've all been streaming for a rather long period of time. They should almost all of them will be probably closing down their streams. Alright. Let me put up raid messages unless you want to get them, Nem. Getting close to my nap time and my food time. I need foods. I need foods. I will be back later today at 5 p.m. for Star Wars KOTOR, just in case everybody's interested in joining me for that. Nom 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 nom. Mayor Emmy, I was just gonna say, any of the mods, are any of you planning on streaming later so I can make the announcements now before we raid out? Freya, are you going to be streaming? Any of the friends who are on right now, are you streaming later today so I can give you a quick shout out before we go? I like to give everybody something to do on their Fridays. Make sure everybody knows where we're going. I'm just going to be drawing today. Okay, well I'm glad. I hope that you have a very productive day, Marimi. I know what it feels like to get to the end of the week and you've got all these little tasks you have to do. It's nice to have that time. Keisha will be streaming at 6 p.m. CST, I believe. Okay, that'll be 7 Eastern. So you got Keisha will be coming up. Thank you for shouting out, Keisha. I think they put this up. The room, you're thinking about doing it later this afternoon. You're in the same time zone as me, Freya. Well, hopefully I'll catch it before my nap. Thank you for shouting out, Freya. And so Freya will also be streaming later. I am going to put up the raid ward. The room we're going to is 18 plus. None of my G streamers are on. They're currently playing The Sims 2 on the Game Boy Advanced. I want to go over there. I've never seen them do the simulator before. And they're actually, this is a really fun room to go to anyway. She's funny. Her name is Rachel Rosalina. This is the person, I hang out in their Discord on Saturday morning for cartoons. So if you want to join us for cartoons, get their Discord while you're there. They also have a nice Discord. Alrighty. So as soon as I set this up, we'll go to the end credits. Thank you guys for joining me. It was a lot of fun. Made good progress in Front Mission 3. Chat had zoomies for a bit. Overall, just a good morning. Good way to wake up. This is a lovely start to my weekend, actually. Hopefully I'll see some of you later tonight for some Star Wars. If I don't, everybody have a wonderful day, a wonderful night. Enjoy your weekend if you can. And if you do have to work, I wish it to be productive and quick so that you can get to your weekend. Thank you all again.